Hello there, Aries, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awakened Healings with Jess. I'm here to bring you your June forecast. Middle of the year, oh my God, came up so quickly for us. But June is, it's a big month. It's a month of us really getting serious about our intentions that we set back in January, because things are going to start to take off now. We've got the solstice on the 21st, and we have the eclipse in July, which is huge. Okay, so before I get into any further astrology and what's going on with the planets and the cosmology, let's go ahead and create some sacred space, clear our energy, clear our hearts, clear our souls, and just let all that go. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so lots going on. A lot of us have closed down our timelines. Thank you for the energy to April, because that was all about spring cleaning our lives. New timelines are starting, new cycles are starting. So we had pretty much the entire month of May, largely with Taurus energy, was helping us reestablish who we are, who we are becoming, and how we want to redesign our lives, okay? So I feel like the energy now is a lot calmer, a lot more settled. I feel like many of us have done a lot of healing, within ourselves and within our heart spaces. And that's vital. That's important, because that's what's going to set us up for, for June. It's exciting. Yeah, so in June, we have the new moon happening on the 3rd, and that's going to be the new moon in Gemini. And new moons are great because it's all about setting intentions. It's a nice restart. So now that we are 6 months into this new year of 2019, this is a perfect point. It's the midpoint for us to check in and reevaluate and harness that Gemini energy to reevaluate what has happened from January to now. Because remember, we had an eclipse in January. We're having another eclipse next month in July. So this is the midpoint to really look at what has happened in these 6 months, and are you on track? Are you where you want to be? Are you, pointed in the right direction of where you want to go? This is a perfect time to really evaluate all that. And Gemini is energy of the intellectual mind, analysis. It governs all that. It governs the mind. It governs thought. It governs speech and communication. This is a great time. It's a great lively energy to really get excited about what's in store for us, within the next half of the year. Okay, so without further ado, I pulled 3 cards. These are going to be your themes, for the next 2 weeks. So we have growth in reverse. Yeah, I feel like it's reversed because this is more about your own personal growth. I don't feel like there's any resistance here. You've got a lot of reversals. I feel like, Aries, you all are doing a lot of self-reflection, internal work, internal up-leveling, because you've done a lot of releasing already, okay? A lot of those timelines have collapsed. You've started your new cycle or are starting to enter your new cycle. It kind of depends on where you are in your own timeline. But new cycles are beginning, and really what transpired, everything that you cleansed and purged and detoxed in April, I feel like now all that energy has settled, and now you're really getting clear about who you are, who you're becoming, what you want your life to look like now that it looks a little bit different. And I feel like this is time for your own personal growth. That's how I'm interpreting this reversal. I'm not getting the sense that there's resistance or, like, I don't want to do this. No. I feel like it's more internal. You have the path reversed. I think because you're doing a lot of self-reflection, internalization, you're trying to figure out which path to take. because I get the sense that you don't want to repeat past mistakes and that you don't want to relearn karmic lessons that should have been learned. I mean, no one wants to do that. Me personally, I am tired of the lessons, so I'm really trying to get it right myself as well. But yeah, I feel like right now you're in a place of introspection, a place of solitude, a place of self-analysis, self-healing, and really taking a good hard look of where you want to go. Because let me show this upright. It's a beautiful card. You've got this path, right? And you're like, okay, well, I could stay on this lower ground and I can go through the valleys, you know, within this mountainous region, which may be challenging, or I can just take this, you know, the ladder towards ascension and enter this amazingly beautiful portal, which is showing a life of abundance, of light, you know, of newness, of fertility. I'm seeing the sunlight almost as like daybreak, a dawn. It's a new period in your life. And, you know, I feel like the darkness that's surrounding you, yeah, you have a half moon, you have the stars that are illuminated, and you have this path that if you stay down here and you choose not to literally up-level yourself, it's going to be challenging. You're probably have to relearn the lessons in order to come across another portal to ascend. So I came in reverse, but that's just something to think about, right? You are ascending, Aries. You are doing the work. You've done the work. It's just about figuring out what path you want to take and where you want that path to lead you and what you want your new life to look like. Discernment came through. Again, I'm not seeing this as negative. I'm not seeing this as hesitation or resistance or, you know, pushing back any new abundance or new opportunities are coming through. I'm not getting the sense of heartache. This is all about self-reflection, and discernment is coming in because I feel like there's an extra layer of scrutiny that I think you're bringing to the forefront. You know, you're really looking hard and deep at the people in your lives who have remained in your lives, and you're really taking a good hard look at opportunities that are coming your way. You may be in one career field, but I think you're asking yourself, is this where I want to be? Is what I'm doing right now going to help me achieve my goals that I set in January? So I think you're really taking a good hard look at everything that's going on in your lives right now. Okay, so I like it. Okay, so next up, I'm going to pull 5-card spread from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. First out is Travel. It's the 8 of Fire. So I like that. I like the fire energy for you. Fire energy is about motivation, creativity. Ooh, gosh, half the deck flew out. Let me restart. Fire energy is about creativity, motivation, inspired action, also spirituality. And this card is definitely a spiritual card. It's traveling, so perhaps, you know, it could be literally like you're going on a trip. But in this sense, with all the reversals that I'm seeing in your theme cards, the fact that this came out reversed, I feel like this is your own up-leveling, and we'll talk about that. You have the Major Arcana card that flew out. It's a 5 card. It's the Nothingness card that came out. We'll talk about that. That's a transition. 10 of Rainbows came out. We are the world. Rainbows in this deck are earth energy, like pentacles. The 9 of Water came out. I hate that it's called Laziness, but I really like this card. We'll talk about that as well. And okay, this one wanted to pop. Postponement. 4 of Clouds. Okay, which kind of makes sense. It's right in line with the theme. This one wanted to pop. We'll take it. Oh, Consciousness. We'll take it because that's exactly what we're seeing with your theme. Okay, bottom of the deck. Oh, I like it. Breakthrough. Yes, Aries. This is an amazing reading for you. You're definitely going through a breakthrough, and I feel like this is an internal, personalized, self-generated breakthrough. I think this is a big aha moment that you all are experiencing, and I feel like many of you are starting to step into your truth. You're starting to express yourselves and express your truth in a new way. And it's an amazing thing, and I'm really liking the energy here. I'm not seeing any blockages. I'm not seeing any like tower moments or any obstacles. I feel like all that has settled, and now you are really just focusing in on your new growth, your new path, and your new directions. Okay, so center of the deck, like I said, is the Eight of Fire, and it's reversed. This is a traveling card. I'm going to show it upright. I almost feel like this is the portal card that you just received in your theme cards, just because it shows, let me pull it out. It showed like a mountain range, you know, and the bottom. We talked about that, right? This is the portal. So it's kind of like a mountain range. And then you're going up into, you're ascending into where you're meant to be, the path. Okay, so, oops, these are falling. So with the traveling card, you have an opportunity to start a new life path. And this is exactly what's happening. You're starting a new cycle, you're shifting directions, shifting paths, and maybe the direction that you were going in, you realize no longer served you. And if you had stayed on that path, you're going to be required to remain small and, you know, to sort of remain stuck and stagnant. And that's just not going to work for you. It's not. I mean, Aries, you guys are very fiery, very independent. You're very impulsive. You know what you want. You guys are go-getters. And to stay in that type of stagnant energy would definitely stifle your fire. So here you're being presented, and this, you know, came in reverse, that you're presented with an opportunity to shift out of that, to shift into your new chapter. And it's really exciting. I love the colors that are here for you. It's all the fire colors of motivation and inspiration, the reds, the oranges, the yellows. But this card is telling you to really think about the journey, because really that's where we do all of our growing, all of our up-leveling, and that's where life is lived. Life is lived when we are traversing from one point to another. And this is what's happening for you. You're starting at the base, and then you're going to go to the summit, one point to another. Don't be so focused on summiting. Really embrace the journey, because that's the sweetness of life. That's where you're going to meet the people, you know, who are going to influence you, who are going to help you along the way. You're going to start to meet your soul tribe. You're going to start to meet other people who can help up-level your career. That's where all that's happening. You're going to, you know, you may take breaks in between as you're going along the path. But yeah, when you take that break, take a moment to look back and be like, God, look at where I was versus where I am now. Look at where I'm going. Awesome. Okay, so right now, next up is you have the Nothingness card. This is the 5 card. This is a major arcana. And this is about you transitioning into the darkness. We have to go through the dark in order to emerge in the light. So I feel like maybe some of you may be a little unsteady, a little unsure. Maybe there's a sense of fogginess, a sense of confusion, but it's all good. It's all good. Just trust your gut, trust your intuition, stay aligned within yourselves, and you will emerge successfully out of this darkness, and you will know with clarity where you want to go. And I like this because your theme cards will all reverse, and it's a lot of self-reflection, introspection, self-analysis, and you're trying to figure out what path to step on. And I feel like this is where you are right now energetically. Okay, but it came in upright, so you're doing the work, you're in alignment, you are where you're supposed to be. You have the We Are the World card. This is the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Rainbows in this deck. It's Pentacle energy in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot deck. This is all about unity. This is all about community, coming together as one body to create oneness. It came in reverse, so I think you're feeling a little bit out of sorts because I don't know if you are quite sure of where you fit in this new community. Don't fret, because I mean, you have the breakthrough card. Okay, so this energy is still settling down. Once all this settles, this will become a card that is upright for you, and you'll know exactly where you need to be. You'll know exactly who you are. You'll know exactly who your tribe is. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll feel grounded, more integrated, more accepted, more within your skin, okay? But, you know, it's all good. It's all very good, Aries. I'm really excited for you all. You have the laziness card. Again, I hate that it's called the laziness card. This is the 9 of water, so 9 of cups. Emotional support, spiritual support. In this particular card, in this particular deck, this card is showing a man who is taking a break. His past has broken up and it's no longer a thing. And I feel like this is an accurate card for all of you because, like I said, we have all completed major karmic cycles. All that has ended, okay? All those timelines are collapsing, and it's showing a collapsed past here in the foreground. All that's over and done with. The past is literally in the past. New timelines are being created by the intentions that we've set back in January. We have to keep reaffirming those intentions and keep staying true to the course and saying, okay, this is what I want in my life. This is what I'm trying to manifest. And if you'll notice, up here, the future has not been written yet. It's still very blurry. It's not solid, but it's coming in. Okay? And this man is just sort of taking a break. Like, I need a time out because what I just went through in April was huge. You know, maybe some of you had to say goodbye to people who had been in your lives for many years. This could be romantic relationships. These could be really good friends. Perhaps there's conflict with family members. You know, and if you're making those big releases, that's challenging. And you may need to catch your breath for a minute before you move forward in this new cycle, right? The point is don't get comfortable here. Rest, pause, soak up some rays, enjoy that little pina colada he's got in his hand, you know, and admire the view. Admire the view of where you were versus where you are now, so you can get ready to ascend on that path, because you're moving on. You're moving on, and we've seen this twice already, okay? So let this breakthrough energy settle, because I feel like this right now is tiring you out a little bit, okay? It's making you feel a little bit lost, a little bit confused. You just need to get your bearings. I think once you get your bearings, all will be well, because you have 2 cards crowning the deck. The bonus card was the consciousness card. This is the Ace of Clouds. This is clarity. What came out for you first was postponement. So we'll talk about this first before we get to this. So you have the 4 of Clouds. And you have a new way of life emerging. And again, it's very similar to the Path card, right? You're being shown a new way of life right in here. You just have to be brave enough to ascend this rickety ladder and trust that this ladder is not going to break under you, and trust that it's going to support you. Trust that the universe has your back. Life is going to be great if you can ascend and get into this portal right here. And you've got it again. Literally, the imagery is showing up for you again. So this card shows a woman who lives in a very flat, black and white world where not much is alive. There's not much spark, not much creativity, not much motivation. But she found a portal that's showing her, hey, there's a new, exciting, and better life through here. You just have to decide to step into it. And that's what's going on. You have the laziness card because you're catching your breath, and she's postponing. She's like, I don't know, maybe, you know, well, what if I go through, and what's that going to cost me? You know, it's like, no. This is your life, Aries. Your best life is ahead of you. It is. I mean, I'm getting excited just because of the synchronicities that we're seeing in the cards. We're not even halfway through the reading, so I can't imagine what's going to come through next. But yeah, you've got to take that leap of faith and move in, because she wants to go. Her shirt is starting to absorb the colors of this new life. I feel like the new life is pulling you in. You just have to trust. You have to trust. Get clear about what you want, because this is the Ace of Clouds. This could be like the Ace of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck. When the Ace of Swords comes in, it's clarity, new messages, new ideas, And, you know, this is not emotional energy. This is intellectual. This is Gemini energy, you know? This is air energy. And these two cards, you're having a breakthrough. This will help you figure this out once this settles. This will give you the direction and the footing that you need to come out of this nothingness so you can go onto this path upright, and you'll have a clear sense of direction. You will no longer postpone yourself. You will no longer be like, nah, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to be doing that anymore. Just trust what's happening. Align yourself with spirit. Get quiet and get still so you can hear those messages, okay? Because they're coming in for you. And June is a huge month for that, because so we have the new moon on the 3rd, which is all about, you know, communication and new ideas and figuring out, okay, looking at your current situation. It's like, okay, well, I've got this portal that I'm trying to enter. How do I get there? You harness the Gemini energy to clear your thoughts, to give you that clear plan to move forward. You also have, we have the full moon on the 17th, and that's going to be a Sagittarius full moon. And that's going to be a very gentle, very playful type moon, because a few days after that, on the 21st, is solstice. And then on that same day, we also enter Cancer. So very intuitive time, you know, that's coming up for us. But yeah, get excited, because I feel like the Cancer energy that's coming upon us and the Gemini energy right now is going to help give you that clarity, that clear direction of how you can enter that new portal for your life. Okay, I feel like I don't have to pull any clarifier cards here. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to pull from the Sacred, this is the Sacred Rebels Oracle. It's an interesting card deck. Usually brings interesting messages, you know, for the collective, and the artwork is really beautiful. Let's see, what do we have for Aries? I usually like to pull about 3 cards from this. Okay. Ooh, I like that one for you all. That one's a pretty one. And 2 more. Just need 2 more. Oh, that one literally flew out of my hands. Okay, and 1 more. Cool. Okay, so first one that came up is a 34 card. 34 reduces to 7. 7s are about transformations. But this is in the world, not of the world. Yeah, so this is about you redefining your truth. You're in it. You're in the world. You're not of the world, right? It's about you no longer conforming to societal norms, no longer following the labels that someone else gave you. You're like, no, 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 not doing that. And it shows this woman who's emerging through this like cycle of water, you know? And I feel like the water is all about spirituality and emotional support. And she's just emerging refreshed and clean. And it's like, you know what? Here is who I am now. And she's naked, so she's showing her vulnerability. She's like, this is me. Embrace it. This is who I am now. I am now emerging. I feel like this is almost like the breakthrough, right? Yeah, so Aries. I love it. This is great for you all. Coming in is going beyond normal. This came in reverse though. Okay, so I feel like there may be some struggle with, you know, wanting to resort to something that's familiar, and maybe wanting to stay within your old labels, or maybe you kind of maybe trying to go back to your old life, but you know deep down that's not going to serve you, because again, you're going through this breakthrough period, right? So yeah, going beyond normal, it's breaking the chains of conformity. You know, it's saying that's not going to work for me. You know, I am up leveling myself. I've got this new life ahead of me. I have the vision. Now I'm just making it manifest and crystallize here and now. And this is about you taking inspired action, taking inspired action towards your dreams, because you have collaborative dreaming that came up. And this is about you working with your team. And it may not be your traditional set of friends or family members. This may be about you finding your new tribe. This may be about you finding your new community, your new social circle who will support you in those endeavors that you're trying to achieve and that you're trying to manifest. Okay? So harness your friendships, harness your new friendships. And it's not to say, like, you know, you can't maintain your old set of friends, because those are your near and dear friends who've known you forever. And they know you for who you are. Just sometimes we have to surround ourselves with a new set of friends who are like-minded, who will help us dream and who will support us and who will hold us accountable as we take inspired action towards our goals. Okay? So I feel like, yeah, you are definitely showing up in a new way, and you're just a little unsettled about it right now just because it's so new. But I think once you do, like I said, you have the We Are the World card. Once this settles, you're going to be right there, connected, holding hands, supporting others as they support you, in a community of oneness. Okay? All right. How much time do we have? Okay. Let's check in with the love readings. This is the Pure Love Oracle deck. I like to use these cards because they're kind of like cool messages between the divine masculines and feminines. So this is just a way for this twins and soulmates to kind of share a message between each other for what's going on right now. Sorry. Guess y'all have a lot to say because they are jumping. Okay, so I got 2 for the masculine. Let's check to see what the feminine would like to share. Okay. And then also while I'm shuffling, Mercury goes into... Yeah, Mercury goes into Cancer, I believe, on the 4th, so that'll help soften conversations as well. If any of you have been feeling like triggered and irritable or argumentative, it's because Mercury was in a sign it didn't quite like. So now it's moving into a more favorable sign, so that'll help with communication as well. What else is happening? So we've already talked about New Moon on the 3rd, Mercury moves into Gemini on the 4th, full moon on the 17th. Oh, Neptune is going retrograde right now, which is great because that's all about creativity, spirituality. It really governs the arts. So it's a great time to really just tap into this creative juices right now because Neptune is definitely supporting that. Okay, so for the masculine, he would like to say, I feel we are soulmates. This is his message to his feminine, and I'm hoping we can work it out. Okay. Okay, I like it. And feminine would like to express to her masculine, please forgive me, and I'm sorry I hurt you. Yeah. I like the energy here. I'm feeling the love in this connection. And again, this is a general reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus sign. Cross watchers, welcome. You know, I know this is a part of the reading that everybody likes to watch. So this particular couple or couples that I'm connecting with, there's a lot of love here. Your masculine feels that you two are soulmates. There is definitely a soulmate connection, soulmate energy, and the masculine is ready to work it out. And it looks like the feminine is ready to meet him at the table and say, yeah, please forgive me, and I'm sorry I hurt you. So there's something that the feminine said or did in the past that created the split, that created, you know, a temporary separation. But it is temporary because now it looks like, you know, reconciliations are starting to happen. So I love it. And like I said, Mercury goes into, I believe it's Cancer on the 4th, so that will really help with conversations. And, you know, right now we're in Gemini season, so it's a great way to really express ourselves and be articulate, you know, with our words and, you know, really have effective communication. But one thing to keep in mind is it's not all about you all doing all the talking. it's all about how well you're willing to listen to. Okay? So keep that in mind. So I like that. Let's see. I'm going to use this new deck. This is the Journey of Love Oracle. I haven't used these before, but they are really beautiful. So let's just see. How do I want to do this? Maybe I'll pull 2 cards. Maybe one for the masculine and one for the feminine. We'll try that and see how that goes. I'm being called to use these. So let's see. Okay. So we got one for the masculine. Ooh. One for the feminine, and I'll take this one too, just because it popped. Okay, so for the masculine, came up reversed. I'll show it upright. Soft. Just keep things soft and easy. Don't try and force things, because I feel like, he's coming in saying that you all are soulmates, and he's hoping that you can work things out. So masculines, just keep your energy really soft and gentle, and allow the feminine space to feel safe to come through and to have those conversations, because it looks like she's the one who said or did something who may have caused, the separation. But yeah, I like this. I like the colors. It's the green, it's the heart chakra, it's the yellow, it's the solar plexus, spirituality, inspired action, creativity is where, is what the solar plexus governs, and then the heart chakra is the green. Okay, but it came in reverse, so just, maybe you're feeling hasty, maybe you're feeling anxious, maybe you're trying to rush things, maybe you're feeling a little bit impatient because you just want to get back with your feminine. Just keep it simple, keep it light, harness the Gemini energy right now, because this is a great time period. I am actually loving the energy right now, and it's really flowing and vibrating with me. I'm hoping you all are experiencing the same level of energy as well. So masculines, just keep it soft. And feminine, let's see, this one came up reversed, but this is the bride offers herself. So this is it upright. And she's saying, please forgive me, and I'm sorry I hurt you. Right? Yeah. So she's offering herself. It came in reverse, so maybe she doesn't really quite know how to initiate the conversation. Maybe she doesn't know if her masculine will be receptive to her. If feminine was supposed to send a text or a phone call, she's probably feeling uncertain about, will the masculine respond to the text? Will he answer her phone call, or will he hang up on her? So I feel like there's some anxiety there, but it's all self-generated. I think it's just because of all this breakthrough energy that you're having. I feel like overall there's a lot of unsettled energy. It's not bad energy though. It's really good energy. It's just let it settle, let it kind of do its thing, because you're going to get clarity of who you are and what you're supposed to do. And the full moon in Sagittarius is actually going to be nudging us in the direction we need to go. And that's on the 17th. So if you need to take the next 2 weeks, feminines, to kind of game plan and strategize how you want to make contact with your masculine, this might be a great time to do it. But he's going to be receptive to you. That's what I'm getting. That's the sense that I'm getting. So the bonus card that came out, this is the blood dance, came in reverse, but I'll show it to you upright. So this is about, I feel like it's the inspired action. They're calling it the blood dance, but it's a dance of harmonizing energy. And I love the colors here, because I love all the greens. The greens are all about the heart chakra. You have the sun and a vibrant yellow, which is solar plexus. That is inspired action. That's spirituality. That's creative energy. And you have the red, which is your root chakra. Okay? But again, this came up reversed. So Aries, right now is a great time to get yourself into alignment. Look into taking care of your root chakras. It's probably blocked. Look into your solar plexus. you know, is probably blocked as well. And same thing with your heart chakra, you know, and it's not surprising. Again, I keep coming back to this breakthrough card because of all the new changes that are happening for you. I am loving this energy. I mean, I feel, even though there's a lot of reversals here, I am feeling very calm here. Sometimes reversals make me feel frenzied and anxious. It's like, oh my God, there's a lot going on. No, 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 not for you all, Aries. I feel like you all can easily will flow into your new path and your new lives, and it's going to be great. It really is. So what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to end with some oracle cards from the archangels. I think this will be a perfect way to sum up, you know, this reading. I'm so excited for all of you. This is a great thing. And like I'm telling you, I'm excited about the June energy. I'm excited about the entire month of June. And this Gemini energy right now is, this one wants to pop, is, yeah, it's going to be healing and helpful. And it's going to help many of us obtain the clarity that we need to take inspired action to actually move forward in our new lives. Because May was all about sort of building that foundation. I don't know if you saw the last video where I talked about like the house analogy. So May, we've already set the foundation. Now it's like, okay, we're working on the framing, and Gemini energy will help you with the framing, will help you solidify those plans a little bit more. Okay, so up first is overcoming difficulties. And this is a message from Archangel Jeremiel. I love it because it almost looks to me like a phoenix rising moment. You have, you know, the eagle ascending, and this is a feather, but it also has almost like a flame-like appeal to it, and it's, you know, moving towards enlightenment, ascension. You all are ascending, okay? So the message is the worst is now behind you. That's what I keep saying. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Yeah, it's evident. This entire reading, it is definitely evident. You have a message from Archangel Metatron. This is all about chakra clearing. Chakra clearing. And I just talked to you about that with this blood dance. You know, came in reversed, and what I got from this card was clearing your root chakra, clearing your solar plexus chakra, and clearing your heart chakra specifically. If you want to do more work, I highly recommend it, but Metatron is here saying yes, you need to clear your chakras. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So yeah, if you're doing any chakra work, if you're meditating, call upon Archangel Metatron, and she will help you with those blockages, okay? And spiritual understanding. Oh my God, the synchronicities in this reading are incredible. I am so excited for you, Aries. This is a beautiful reading. So Archangel Raziel is saying, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Lovely. Aries, I'm super excited for all of you. This is going to be a beautiful month. June is your month. You're in your groove now. You're finding your groove. You're finding your soul tribe. You're finding your new direction. You're redefining yourself. You're emerging yourself as someone who's renewed and empowered and who's really stepping into their power center. So it's all good. It's all good. We've got the solstice on the 21st. We've got the eclipse in July. It's going to be a beautiful remainder of the year. This is the midpoint. So check in with yourselves. Look at where you came from in January. Look at the intentions you set in the supermoon with the lunar eclipse in January, and see if they're going to line up now, because we've got the eclipse, the solar eclipse here. Huge energy, okay? So thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to my current subscribers. Thank you to all the cross watchers. You're being divinely guided here. I sincerely hope you found everything you needed to know. I will see you in the mid-month. I will do my best to try and get something out for the Gemini New Moon. My schedule's been a little bit wonky, so I haven't been posting as many videos as I had in the past. I've been really trying to just focus on the monthlies and the mid-month check-ins for now. It's just something that's going on with my schedule. But anyway, lots of love to you all, and best of luck. Happy June. And we'll see you in the middle of the month. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.